Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to yet another edition of Sunday question and answer session, wherever you are. This is a weekly Sunday program that we normally go live around this time, and you can ask questions about life, love, and well being. Some of the questions we can try to respond to them, and others, the viewers, may try to help you. If you have a very private question, you can always send it to our inbox. Let me know how you're doing and how is your Easter Sunday taking you wherever you are and where you're watching from. And feel free to share this video. Dara Dara, I see Australia. Thank you for tuning in. Joyce Rua, hello. Shamin Saloki, hey, how are you? Mos S, thank you for tuning in. Ragshan Babes, hi. Angel Shamira, hello there. Rahma Rashid, hi. Sam Tai, thank you for tuning in. DMRD, thank you so much for tuning in. Nothing much. Streaming live from our YouTube channel. Thank you. Gashiri Dayo, 974, thank you. Regina, thank you for tuning in. Susie, nice to see you. What is your question today on this Sunday? Happy Easter, happy Easter. Let's see who else is here. VG Masai, good afternoon. Lily Queen, yeah. See the beautiful nature here. It's a nature walk. Relaxing music. Naturinda Hope, praise God. Mary Honey, happy Easter Sunday. Munari Denilson, hello there. Catherine Awino, hi. Susan Masanya, hello. Thank you for tuning in. Noni Gathoni, hi. Let me see the first question today from you, those who are tuning in. What question would you leave? If you asked a question last Sunday, the last Sunday session, and it was not covered, feel free to ask it again today. What is your question for today? Thank you for those who are sharing the video. I'm still waiting for your question. I receive your greetings. Happy Easter to all of you. What is your question today? As I try to share the video too from this side. Happy Easter to you. I see a question here by Jojo Peace. Please tell me how to join the show. Yesterday I wanted to join for the meet and mingle. All right, thank you for your question. The show is every Saturday and Sunday, starting from 6 p.m. the UK time. And the way to join, there's a link that I normally pin on the comment section. You click on that link. You only need a phone and good internet connection. And that link is also in my inbox. If you send me a message, what is the link? When you see me live every Saturday and Sunday, 6 p.m. UK time, you will get the link sent to you and use it to join the show. So hope to see you tonight, Sunday, or this afternoon. I don't know where you are, by clicking on that link. Mabel Oscar, you want to ask a question? All right. ask your question. What is your question today? Dara question Benjamin. I've been dating a guy for more than 6 years, but every time I go catch with friends, all he thinks is I'm going to pick up some men. What can I do to prove him he is wrong? Help me. Dara, 6 years. He has not understood that you have friends. One thing that you can do is you can introduce the friends, those friends. If you're hiding them from him, he need to know them. Men appreciate if they can know your friend. What kind of friends are you hanging out with? Or you can take him one time, not all the time, of course, once in a while, to create that trust. And keep your communication lines open. If he wants to call you, unless you agree, you tell him, I'm going to be with my friends the whole night. Don't call me. If he's a mature guy, he can agree. If he's still very insecure and young, he will not agree. He wants to confirm. And also tell him when he goes to hang out with his friends, do you bother him? I mean, we are all adults. I used to have this habit. I later realized that this is a human being who needs time. Me time is very important even when you're dating or in a relationship. You need to spend some time with your friends to cool down and even miss each other and then go back to the other one. So I hope he will learn, but build the trust in him by assuring him you're doing nothing. Don't hide him a lot. If you hide, he will have so many question marks. All the best, Dara. Let me see. Top dog. They're black Japanese. Can you become naturalized? By black Japanese, what do you mean? We have half. If the father was a black man or the lady was a black man, they just have a half Japanese. To become naturalized, I'm not so sure about it. I don't know the process. I need to find out. But it's very hard staying in this country to even become a citizen. It is a very long process. It's a very which word in English? it's a homogeneous society. Check the meaning of homogeneous, where they don't really allow foreigners to be part and parcel of them. Homogeneous society. The next question here is by Lily Quinn. If a man is quarreling every time, when there's small issues, he can't even sleep. Another thing, he want to spend wife money for food, but his food he spends for alcohol. Is this a husband? Then he's very responsible. Maybe you're dealing with a very alcoholic person. So first of all is to sort out the alcoholism. This question was asked here last Sunday. And I just said it's dealing with somebody who is alcoholic. Everyone who is watching here and you've ever had an alcoholic, somebody addicted to alcoholism in a family, it's a very painful thing for family members. Even the alcoholic person wants to quit. Most of them, 95% of them, they really want to stop drinking a lot, but they don't have support. So if you are one with him, you can offer him support, but you also need extra support to make somebody to finally change their habits from drinking and to reform or to reduce. You cannot do it by yourself. They are professionals, they are family members. They and himself must be willing to do it. I just made a joke last Sunday. I say you cannot be a Jesus Christ in someone's life. If somebody is so much addicted into alcoholism, you have done your best as their partner or their spouse. Sometimes it's good to just let them be, to figure out themselves and their lives. But the issue of quarreling, every small petty things. I did a walk Saturday. Every Saturday I do my evening walks talking about petty stuff. It's important for two people to understand this is a petty thing. And this is not so petty. But if somebody gets annoyed and can't even sleep, then he has problems, probably with anger issues. And one thing is to learn on how to communicate. Say what you want, and say exactly what you really want. So maybe both of you could be having anger issues sometimes. If the two of you have anger issues, then you will fight over anything and nothing. Anything and nothing. And there are people who are very weird also. They enjoy the fights and then have a make-up sex, which is not very healthy. I don't encourage that. Let people just sit down and listen to each other. Listen and listen deeply. Put your phone down, switch off the TV or radio, sit looking at each other and talk as two mature adults until you find a better solution. Listening is the key thing here. If somebody is trying to talk to you and you're busy on your phone like most people do, it becomes more annoying. Listen to each other and then begin improving. If somebody is complaining about something, it's better for you to stop doing it and improve on your communication. All the best. Thank you so much, those who are sharing the video and also having their questions. Let's see the next question here. What is your question about life, love, and well-being? Remember, the show is every Sunday around this time. So follow the page if you're watching for the first time to watch the next Sunday's edition and even the previous ones on our YouTube channel. Samantha Lynn, Benjamin, me, I want to know how it's been an African moving to Singapore. I don't really understand your question. First of all, I've never been to Singapore. Can you please type your question again? Okay. Let me see the next question here. Samantha Lane, will my daughter be bullied in school in case I move to Singapore? I'm on that process to move and live in Singapore. I really don't know. I don't know about a lot of some of the students that I teach. They go to Singapore for sightseeing. It is a very strict country in terms of cleanliness and car driving. That's all I know. It's a very small, tiny country, but very developed. My word is just check out on the internet. I am sure there are people who have done YouTube videos talking about Singapore. Just check on YouTube how to live in Singapore for a foreigner. And my advice is, if you find such YouTube videos, go for the speakers who have so many people listening to them or so many comments, so they know what they are talking about. That's what I normally do. If I want to move to another country, I know there are people who they're YouTubers and they have stayed there. They will tell you so many things. They interview people who are living there. That's how you begin learning. And you can read the bloggers who have written stories about life in Singapore. So focus on the YouTube videos and the bloggers. They have a story to tell, having stayed there. But I don't know anything about life in Singapore. All the best. Just take a leap of faith and everything will be fine. Choksi, how can you handle this, Benjamin? Nowadays, many men always ask for nudes. What can we call this? Asking for myself and many others. I've seen this in many posts help. Thank you so much, Choksi. My answer to this question, I've always said, if you want to send a nude, just send. If you don't want to send, don't send. And it's very hard for me to tell you to send or not to send. At the end of the day, you are over 18. You know what you want. You know what you don't want. This is a personal choice. It's the same thing with video sex. You want to do it, do it. If you don't want to do it, just don't do it, and keep moving, keep moving. So it shouldn't be a problem. The problem should be who are you sending to and why? Why are you sending to these people? So if you have somebody who is pushing you to send them and you don't want to send, then just leave them alone. Just leave them alone. Block them and tell them I don't do that kind of things, those kind of things. And this is who you are. Even if they abuse you or they become annoyed or they block you, at least you have said what you like and what you want. But all the same, people will always send. People will always send. And the men ask them because that's the first thing they find attractive in a woman before even talking. Most men are just visual. If you post your picture wearing a bikini and another wearing a very long dress, a bikini picture will get so many likes and comments within a very short time. And that's the difference between men and women. They just want to see how your body looks like and see how they can admire you. So do what is okay for you and what is right for you. I name Babazi Brenda. I need help, Mr. Benjamin. I've been in a relationship with my guy, and I think for enough period of time. He loves me and I love him. We do understand each other, but we have got one issue that we have failed to sort. He is a strong Muslim, and I'm a strong Seventh-day Adventist. I talked to my parents about it, but all they said was they don't need a Muslim. I'm fully contented with him, but my issue too is his religion, and I can't change it. Whoever I tell about this doesn't support me. I feel distanced. Thank you so much, Ainem Babazi Brenda, for your question. In one of the Sunday session, somebody asked this question, and I gave my opinions. Religions are very powerful. Religions are these are rules, and they are beliefs. There are two things that control people in life. That's why we have the police officers. You follow the rule, you break the rule, you go to jail. But now with religion is belief, strong belief of something about your religion. And the Seventh Day, who are also very strong believers in their religion, making a compromise is extremely hard for a Seventh-day Adventist. I know that for a fact. The same way with a Muslim, convincing him to change or adjust his beliefs is extremely difficult. So what does that mean? These are two people who are on different sides of the story and different beliefs, and they want to be together. If you cannot compromise, like I can see, both of you cannot compromise, then sadly you have to just part ways and leave each other. Focus on your religion. Find another person who is in your religion. I mean, you can get a man who is also a Seventh-day Adventist, and that man can also get a Muslim and make life easier for both of you. If you cannot compromise to change, which most ladies end up changing and converting to become Muslims, or your children automatically become Muslims. That's what I know. I know in my family, we have family members who have married a man who was a Muslim, and for us, we are Christians. The children automatically become Muslims. If you cannot compromise, it's a high time you begin saying it was a good choice, but religion has made us not to be together. Compromise is needed here at the end of the day. If you can't, then leave each other alone. All the best. All the best. Let me see the next question here. Mabel Oscar, my question, I have a guy, he loves me. He's very respectful. Everything I tell him, he does. But the big problem, he is not romantic. He doesn't have sweet words. I don't know what to do because he don't want to leave me. What can I do? The man is not romantic. Yeah, this is very interesting. Viewers, can you mention some of the characteristics of a romantic person? Characteristics of a romantic person. So first thing, Mabel Oscar. Is it Mabel or Mabel or what is romance to you? Yeah? You need to tell the man, this is romantic for me. Say that this, when you do this, this is very, when you give me a gift, it's very romantic. When you take me for an evening walk in nature, holding my hand, is very romantic. I don't know what is romance to you. When we have sex on the sofa is romantic. So tell the guys the things that means romantic to you, and hopefully he can change or he can learn. And he can learn. I suspect both of you are very young, so find out what is romantic to you and tell him politely. If you do this, I think this is really good. If you talk to me for 2 hours, it's very romantic. So find out about that and tell him directly. I hope he can change. So this lady called Samantha Lynn, again, as I said, please find out from the internet. Benjamin has never been in Singapore. I have no information. Please, if anyone has been in Singapore, try to help Samantha Lynn about life in Singapore. Kibe John, alcohol addiction is real. I remember back in 2007, fresh in the military service, and I could spend all money drinking and had got lost in Mutongwe. And I would come home once a year. Yeah, addiction is real. If you have very weak ways of controlling yourself and controlling how much you drink and how you deal with your stress in life, then alcoholism kills. It actually kills. It's a slow, painful death. Very painful, slow death. So I hope somebody who just started drinking understand. If you don't deal with your stresses in life, one by one, then alcohol is one journey of a very painful death. Let me see the next question here. Remember that the show is every Sunday. If you're watching for the first time, follow this page. I hope that you can like the page and follow the page. Ask your question about life, love, and well-being. We will try to respond. As you can see, the viewers are also responding on the comments, basing on what they understand. It is better when people who don't know you tell you the truth that you don't want to hear. And so thank you so much for all of you who are trying to help others to understand and get the other side of the story. Thank you. Continue sharing the video. We're still here for the next 35 minutes. Thank you. Thank you so much. What is your question today? All right, let's see the next question here. Where are we? Okay. Amina Kulumba, thank you so much. Thank you. I can see some of you are answering without any experience, huh? Yeah, some of you are answering and you have never been to Singapore. You don't know life in Singapore, but you're still responding to that. Jackton Otieno Osumba, Why do most ladies say they don't have something to say when you're talking to them? Wow, ladies. Why do most ladies, you mean most ladies or the ladies that you talk to? They don't have something to say when you're talking to them? Yeah, probably it could be your questions. If you're asking personal questions, where is the father of your son? It's a very personal and deep question. You know? So, Jackton, you might start asking questions which are not very personal. And also talk about yourself. It's better for you to talk about yourself more than finding about somebody else. And the other third thing that you can do that I know can make a lady to talk is to be more interested in the things that they like. You know, people talk about things they like. Nobody wants to talk about things they hate. So the choice of topics should be about things that people like. If she likes her son so much, hopefully, then you can develop a discussion or a talk about that. If she likes movies, then you can talk about the movies. In my profession as a teacher, every time I'm talking with students, I allow them to talk about the things they like. If the student likes playing golf, we can talk about golf. Nobody will get tired of talking about what they like. I like watching football. I can talk about it all the time. I like politics, though I don't do politics talks in my shows. And obviously, I like doing live videos. If you wanted to talk with me and you're asking me about live videos on Facebook and YouTube, I will be very happy to talk about them. So check the topics. Ask questions that can open someone's mind. And there are also games online, by the way, if you didn't know. There are online games that you can play, which opens up a very nice discussion between you and the lady. But bottom line, also talk about yourself. And if the lady does not want to say so much, maybe they're not interested. Just maybe. They're not interested in you. They're not interested in talking. And obviously, you cannot force anyone to talk to you if they're not interested. Just leave them alone. Look for another person who can be opening up and talk to you. And don't ask for sex immediately, Jackton. If you chat with a woman today and the next day you are bringing in the sex talk, which most men do, obviously, the lady will run away from you and will tell you I have nothing to say. Don't bring the sex and the flirting stuff within 1 week or 1 month. Take your time. Susie Nice, if someone sends you his ex picture to see how she has been working out and has lost weight, inamaanisha nini? Somebody sending you his ex picture. You mean a man sending you his ex-girlfriend's picture to show you how the lady is losing weight? It's not a very cool way to pass the message, but it's not nice. It's just the man wants you to lose weight or to watch your weight. But if I'm a man, I don't think I can send an ex to my woman. Sending such a picture is not really nice. It's just miscommunication. If he really wants you to keep fit and lose some weight, he can try to tell you politely about it, and then you should also lose weight. Men, it's men who want their women to lose weight, and you are also gaining weight. Lead by an example. Start jogging and moving around and working out, and then your woman will join you. Be a leader. Don't go and chase other women who have lost weight simply because your wife has gained too much weight. So bad. Begin with you. Exercise, lose weight, and then she will join you. Let me see. Next question here. Anna Betty. Benjamin, anytime we are coming with my one and only Sally Derrick and Anna Betty live. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tagging your friends. It means a lot to me. And say hello to your friends, Sally Derrick and Anna Betty. Thank you so much for that. Let me see the next question here. Irene Humble Lady. Hello, Mr. Benjamin. How can I deal with an introvert person? People who don't talk. Do they change? It's a very psychological question. Huh? By the way, I used to be an introvert, in case you didn't know that. I was born an introvert. Growing up in my family, I was very quiet. You won't see me speaking here online a lot, but some of you have met me face to face. I don't talk so much. If you meet me face to face, this is Benjamin. Are you the guy I normally see online? You see, I'm talking, I'm responding to questions, I'm inviting guests, and I'm speaking as you're listening, and you are not talking back to me. So introverts can change. They can change. They can. Some can never change, I think. But I need some real basic psychological facts about this. Otherwise, I don't want to tell you that they will change, and I have no information on how they can change. For me, what helped me to change is I overcame my fears. I used to be shy, always very shy in front of my fellow classmates. I was in a boys' school, but you remember if you went to a school and during the English lesson, the teacher is the teachers used to have that session of reading passages in class, and then you read one paragraph and then the other one reads the next paragraph. So my time when I liked reading those paragraphs as other students are listening, but every time it was my turn, my heart used to beat so fast. I don't know if you've ever experienced that. when it was my, and you can imagine, I was in a class of boys. It's a boys' school. There are no girls in that school, as young as 15, but I was extremely shy to even read or stand and speak in front of them. And I met an amazing teacher who was in the guidance and counseling team, and she told me something about dealing and overcoming your fears. And then I joined the drama club, I joined the dancing club in my school, and finally I started to be more confident about myself and my looks, and then I started talking. Then I realized that you don't need to fear people. In fact, one person told me that the only thing you should fear dangerous animals, but don't fear fellow human beings. Speak your mind, so long as you're not offending them. And practice makes perfect. So I don't know, I'm just giving you basic things I wish that guy can do. If he's an introvert and does not want to talk, he can try to learn into overcoming his fears. That's my journey up to where I am now, that I can freely stand in front of thousands of people and give a very simple, nice speech without being scared or panicking. But it comes with practice. And then, of course, hopefully he can talk. If he cannot, then you can't change such a person. That's their personality. That's how God created them. And I mean, if they are treating you well, they respect you, and they are faithful, which is very important, then allow the person to be who they are. Even in our families, one child will always be an introvert. If you're so many, your brother or your sister will be an introvert. And that is okay. So long as they're living a normal life, they're not into drugs, they're not planning to do certain bad things or even committing suicide. You know, when somebody's so quiet, you might be thinking, what is he planning to do? If they're not planning to do any bad thing, this is who they are. So accept him and love him the way they are, and allow them to continue their lives the way they are. All the best, Irene. Thank you so much for your question. Thank you so much. Kwagala Lydia, how can you handle a husband with a very high libido every time he wants sex? This man who wants sex, how old is he? If the man is in 20s, when a man is in 20s and watches a lot of pornography, he never gets satisfied. And obviously, if he's very not busy, if you're not very busy, you don't have a very demanding job, then you will always be thinking about sex. So age is very important in this thing and what kind of work he is doing. But how to handle such a person is say politely, no sex today. Unless they rape you, which is so bad. We have couples and spouses who are being raped in their own houses. A husband is just forcing you to have sex when you don't want. If you don't feel like having sex, tell the gentleman politely, please, let's postpone this until another day, another time. And hopefully he can mature up. But if he's young, idle, and has very less demanding job, and busy watching pornography and flirting with every other woman, he will want sex all the time. He will never get satisfied. So the problem can be deeper than just sex. But with time, the libido will go down. It doesn't stay like that all the time. It will finally go down. All the best. Once again, thank you. Thank you so much for your question there. Musomo Make Victor, how can you advise a lady who had dated a man for around a year and the most unthinkable happens? He's a few months to wedding and the man is still dating another lady and promising wedding her too. I think it's just leave the man alone. Yeah. Why would there's no love? If I love you and I'm planning a wedding and I'm planning another wedding, another person, that means I'm fooling the two of you. So tell that lady she should not accept to be fooled. She has wasted her time and maybe money. Let her just peacefully leave the man alone. This is a confused gentleman who wants to play with people's emotions and lives and feelings. Let him sort himself out. So tell that lady to walk away peacefully and find love elsewhere. All the best once again. You can ask your question on our inbox if you have a private question. We have about 20 minutes to go. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing the video. And thank you for responding to some of those questions that everyone is asking there on the comments. So Irene, humble lady, as we talked about, an introvert, they cannot change. You can't really change them. They are like that. Just allow them to be who they are. And you can't really force them to change. Grace Basilica. Hi, Benjamin. My question is, why is it that if I tell a man about me, about myself, they quit? Why is it because they need money? Grace Basilica. When you tell them about me, they leave you. Wow. Sorry about that experience. Just a moment. Let me remove this. Grace Basilica, I don't know what you tell the men. There are things that you will tell a man and they will just leave you alone. I know so many men, once you bring the talk about your child, if you're a parent and you bring this talk about your child, a majority of the men just walk away. It's a factor that most men consider. I'm just giving a scenario. So I'm not so sure why they walk away when you talk about yourself. So maybe you need to be careful about what you're telling the man, about who you are, about grace, about your dreams, about your past. And even in my Meet and Mingle show, I see ladies who come there very strongly and say, I want a man who is like this and this. If you don't do this, then it cannot work. Immediately, if you speak like that, you have chased this man absolutely within one minute. It takes only 5 minutes For a man to say, this one, I'm going to be in trouble. I don't need to talk with this one. But if they want money, which is unfortunately these days life, don't give your money. If you don't want to give money, don't give the money. If you want to give the money, give the money. If you don't want, this is your money. Protect your money. Save for yourself. Save for your life. Save for your child if you already have a child. But also, if they quit, then it means those are not the right people for you. The men you've been meeting are not the right ones. So keep going until you find somebody who will not just walk away from you. So again, what do you normally talk about to this man? You need to think about, what do you normally tell them? In fact, you can try to remember the first man left because I said this. The second one also left me because I said this. So you can see a pattern, and then you discover, every time I bring this or I talk like this is why they normally walk away. They stop calling me, they stop texting me, and then you begin learning from there. And also don't be very demanding. Don't be very demanding. If you have so many demands, don't do this to me, don't do this to me, like my ex or another person did this to me, then those demands, they will run away. Introduce one demand at a time, slowly by slowly. Slowly by slowly. Thank you so much for joining the show. Help me to share as we wind up. Bernard Delison, when are you supposed to ask for sex, or after how long? After you have discovered that the lady will not say no. It depends. It depends. There's no timetable on this one. It depends with the lady, and it depends with you. It can take 1 year, it can take 1 week, it can take 1 day. Flosy best tea. But sex must be included in the conversation, like just be brief. Hakuna kujifanya. As a man, you must have that audacity. Allah, what are you waiting for? Flosy, you must have the audacity to ask and talk about sex. Obviously, yes. Sex is always on the menu. When a man is talking with you, sex is always on the menu. In fact, a lady should be asking a man, when a man starts talking with you, you should be asking him, how soon do you want sex? How soon do you want this thing with me here between my legs? It's a very weird question to ask a man, but it can be a very nice trap. How soon do you want it? And you will see a man smiling and knowing that this one is going to give to me very soon. Try that question one day and see how men behave and react. I know you want to do this and this, but how soon do you want to have sex with me? And the man will make so many mistakes. Aine Mbabazi Brenda Benjamin, Mr. Benjamin. Is it in order for a man to ask for money from a woman? If not, please tell them to work and excuse us. Actually, they ask money for funny reasons like rent, money to process, to travel abroad, and so on. Thank you so much, Aine Mbabazi. Yeah, this has been going on. So many people are broke, first of all. COVID-19 has made people to lose jobs. Yeah, some of them actually don't have money to pay rent. Some of them actually want to move away from their countries to go to a better country, which is the truth. But bottom line, if you don't have money to send, don't send. Help your mother if she's still alive and together with you. Help your father if he's still alive and together with you. Help your brother and your sister. focus on them. If you have children, focus on your child, give him a better education, a better environment. So that is the order, that is the list that you follow. But again, with the relationship and with love, sometimes you can help. Why not? If God has blessed you with some money and you're willing to support somebody, just do it. Do it from your heart. You know what you're doing is you're just there to help. Yours is just helping to support the person. But at the end of the day, you have to be careful about how much you're helping. And if you're busy meeting men who are asking you for money, left, right, and center, just politely tell them you don't have the money. I don't have money, and I'm sorry I cannot help you. I wish you can get another help elsewhere. Me too, I am struggling. And the end of discussion. I used to feel very guilty telling somebody I cannot help. But the truth is I cannot help. I'm also struggling, and please find help in another place. There's one lady who sent me a message 2 days ago. Grew up in a step family. She wants to go to college, but the real father, does not want to support her to go to college. So what this lady did, she decided to stay with a man as a girlfriend so that the man can take her to college, which I think I told her is a very big mistake. You don't get married to go to college. It doesn't work these days. I just told her she's going to be pregnant, and obviously it is going to be difficult. Once she becomes pregnant, the man will either run away or that's the end of the journey of her life. So I just told her to go back home and find support from these people that she's running away from. So help people that you can help. You can see such a lady really needs help. But if I or other people cannot help her, then she needs to go and get help elsewhere, not relying. I even told her to go to her church and request for help from them, or the government offices that provides loans for students to go to college, to go there, which she had never done that before. She has already given up to go and try to do those things, or to put the dream of going to college for some time. I stayed away from college for 1 year because of lack of enough funds during my time. Put the dream aside, and then hopefully she can go back to college as time goes by. But Aine Mbabazi, if you don't want to help, just don't help. Just politely say no. But help people that are helpful to you and to your life. Those are the people you should always be helping. Musoke Sharom Chantel, if your boyfriend doesn't give you time, but he's ever online, the only words he knows is good morning and good evening. What can I do? Yeah, this one I've always answered it on my Sunday questions and answer sessions. I always say nothing. There's nothing you can do. It's a very bad answer, but honestly, it's nothing you can do about it. Because the person is online, and even if you tell him, he doesn't call you or he doesn't text you, just good morning, good evening. So you see, there's nothing else you can do. But if you cannot do nothing, the other thing that I've always said is to go and see each other. If it's long distance, Musoke Sharom and everyone who is going through this kind of life, the only solution is people must see each other. The longer it takes, the more those communication reduces. It goes down from 90% to 2%. And then it's just good morning, good evening, good night. Good morning, good evening, good night. I miss you. I wish you were here. Good morning again, good evening, good night. I miss you. I wish you were here. So that is the song. The song title is I Wish You Were Here. So Musoke Sharom, My other advice or my other painful answer is you must see each other. If you cannot see each other, go back to what I just said. There is nothing you can do. Absolutely nothing. Nothing to force somebody who is online to communicate with you. Nothing. Those who have tried, they will tell you it is hard. It's just hard work. It's very hard work. So try to go and see each other as soon as possible. If you cannot see each other, then remember there's nothing you can do. Kasheri Dayo, what can you do to handle a man who do his things in secret without informing you? Kasheri Dayo, that's very hard. The people doing things in secret, they means they don't love you. So one of the things is just to tell them the truth, how it makes you feel, but you can walk away from them. You're always free to walk away from such a person, because if they're hiding a lot of things, they're just using you. So the earlier you wake up, the better, and leave them alone. Don't tolerate them. It's just like somebody hiding a lot of information from you. Then later on you find out. That means they're hiding so many things from you. Wake up. Wake up before it's too late. Continue sharing the video. We are winding up. If you have a question that is very private and you don't want it to be seen on the comments, quickly send it to my inbox. I will read it without revealing your name. Remember to follow this page and also subscribe to this YouTube channel to watch this Sunday weekly question and answer session about life, love, and well-being. We are here every Sunday around this time. So hopefully next Sunday you will also be here. Tune in again next Sunday. Please follow the page if you're watching for the first time and share it on your timeline or on someone's inbox that you care for. You never know, some of those questions and the way they are being answered by the viewers and my words here and my opinions might help them, even if it's your family member or a friend. Copy the link and send it to them. Let's see the final questions here. We have 10 minutes to go. We have a question here by Emma Kagwiria. When you divorce with your husband and he get married to another woman, is it good to date or to have a relationship with his neighbors? I mean, a man from their village? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's okay. At the end of the day is getting a better person. So long as they are not family members related, a neighbor is still a neighbor. It should be okay. Maybe the location, if you're going to stay where you can meet each other very often, it can be a bit not so nice. If you have plans to stay far away, then it should be okay. It should be okay. But don't. I don't think it's bad. One more question here. Milka, is it good for a man to hide their engagement? Milka Nyakondika, what do you mean? To hide how? You mean engagement ring? I don't really understand your question. Somebody tell Milka Nyakondika to explain what she means. Gendo Terry, I have this question. When will I get my love here in your show? When the right time comes. I'm just giving you a platform. The same way Facebook gave me this platform, I'm giving it back to you by having so many people watching you in your comments and in the show. Otherwise, I don't give people I don't give you a partner. Eh? If I was giving people partners, I could have done that a lot. What I'm doing is I'm spending my 2 hours every Saturday and Sunday together with DJ Sparks to offer you a platform that is entertaining and helping you to continue searching for the right person because of the audience that we have and attract during that time. If you market yourself very well, pray hard to God, who knows, you might get that person even tonight or next weekend or this year. It's a matter of knowing what you want and going after it. Let me see in my inbox if I have any question here before I finish. Let me see. So far, so good. No question. Okay. Finally, the final question. Who has the final question here? Thank you, all of you who have been watching since the beginning of the show. If you just joined us, you have missed amazing questions here and responses. Hopefully, you can go to our YouTube channel with the name Benjamin Junior Bogonko and watch a repeat. If you're just joining now, to see some of those questions and to hear some of the answers too. Let me see here the final question here. Kana come so? Benjamin, is it okay for a lady to approach a man, or it will show some kind of desperateness? Wow. Yeah. I've done this topic before. In most cases, it's not a very good idea. In most cases. Mostly, it's not very nice. In most cases. In very rare cases, you can go after what you want. You can go after what you want. There's a technique called, I forgot the name. But to answer your question is, you can flirt, but don't over flirt. You just introduce yourself. I am Kana. You give your job if you want. And also you give your hobbies, what you like doing, and leave it at that. If the person will respond and begin questioning you and asking you questions, then you have already attracted him to begin talking to you. And then if the person doesn't respond, he's probably not interested. Then if he doesn't respond, you can, after 2-3 days, again, you can ask a question. How, like the way a man starts approaching, how was your day? I hope you had a nice day. And then you stop. You don't keep on doing this all the time. You don't keep on now looking for the man. So you it's like you're throwing food to, like when you throw food to the chicken and you want to catch the chicken, you throw a little and then they will come. Then you throw nearer to yourself. So you bring the man closer, and then you stop pursuing the guy completely. You don't chase them again. You don't look for them. You don't text them again until they do it. If they don't do it, then probably they're not interested. I can encourage you to do that, but expect certain things in future. Expect somebody just saying, you are the one who was looking for me. That will happen at some point. It can happen. There's a very high possibility. It's you who started looking for me. And men like using that as an excuse, obviously, to just take blame to your side. So as a lady, these are some of the things you have to expect in future. So be prepared for that. If you don't want all this drama, and don't feel bad. I've talked about it on my YouTube channel about this specific question. The same way men approach ladies, and then a lady says no, most men feel bad about it. They really feel bad when he has done his best to prepare himself to talk to her, and then she says no. It's very disappointing. But I was surprised that ladies also get extremely disappointed. You want this guy, you admire the man, you want to talk to the guy, and then the guy is not interested in you, and then you feel so disappointed. You feel so annoyed. If you cannot handle this outcome, then don't approach the guy. Don't go after the guy. Otherwise, I don't understand why people they catch feelings when somebody has said no, and it's very painful. In fact, I posted it on my Facebook page. Why do ladies feel so disappointed approaching a man and then the man is not interested? And that's the same pain most men go through. But this time for a lady, it now turns to you. A lady who has been rejected by a man, then you begin questioning yourself. Am I beautiful enough? Is it because my body size is not good enough? So you take all blame again on your side. If you are going to approach a man, don't expect anything serious. Don't put all your expectations there. Don't think about marriage. Don't think about children. And bottom line, don't expect something serious to go on between the two of you. If you want some good time with a man, like most ladies are doing these days, then you can go after the guy. Or we have ladies who want children. Just want a child. I just want a child from this man. And that's the end of the story. So they will approach the guy, convince the guy, secretly fool the guy that they're in love with him, and have a child with the guy. But do I encourage all these things? No, I don't encourage it. Let the man pursue you. Let him struggle. Let him really sweat. The men who have pursued a woman for a long time until the woman says yes, most of those men respect that lady a lot. A lot. Ask a man who has been married and ask him how long it took him to pursue that lady. And they will tell you the reason why I'm still, even when I blunder and go out there, or when I'm tempted to go and do certain things or to walk away from her, I remember how hard I struggled to get this lady. This is why I'm still in love with her. Let the man do the game. Let the man pursue you. Remain a queen. Remain a queen. Remain a queen. Please, ladies. Remain a queen. Let the guy pursue you. Susie Nice, how do you know that you're ready for a relationship? Thank you so much for your question. You will know that you are ready if you are also ready about having somebody in your life. Because relationships come with taking away certain things in your life, your freedom, and more importantly, of course, somebody who's going to begin sharing your life with you. So if you're willing to do that, then you're almost there. And if you've moved on from your past, your painful breakup or divorce, you are finally a happy woman, you sleep well, you eat well, you don't overthink, you're not very worried about the future, you are not bitter in your heart and in your soul, you are generally a happy person. Then you know, this one I'm ready to do it. But more importantly, relationships leads to marriages, and marriages leads to children, and the children leads to a family. So you can only be ready if you're ready to have a family and manage it. Even if it's going to be you alone, can you really handle it? In case things don't go the right way, will you be able to handle it on your own? That is, can you be financially independent by yourself? And this is where we have so many ladies under the age of 30 ending up becoming a mother or starting up a family where they are depending on the man in almost everything, financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically. And when the man gets tired, which most men these days just get tired of all these things and all demands, the first option is to walk away. I want a divorce. And the man will peacefully walk away and leave you with a child or those 2 children or 3 children for you to sort it out yourself. So the question to you, Susie, are you ready for all that? Can you really handle that life? Pursue your dreams and have your stable job or source of income, and the rest of the things will be easier to handle. All the best. Finally, the last question for today. So that marks the end of our Sunday session. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for responding to some of the questions. Once again, if you joined this broadcast for the first time, I hope that you will follow this page and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. As I have begun doing, I'm going to play for you one of my videos, which I did on YouTube. Which topic should I play? Tell me about yourself. What should you say if you're asked this question? Tell me about yourself. I want to play for you this video, which I did last year on my YouTube channel. Tell me about yourself. What will you answer? Or tell us about yourself. Let me play for you that video, just 5 minutes, so that you know what to say when you ask this question. I normally do interviews for some of the people who join our company. And let me share with you that video right now as we wind up this discussion. And I hope you are going to subscribe to my YouTube channel today as I play for you this video right now. Tell us about yourself. Watch this video now. I'm Benjamin Bogonko, and I am an inspirational speaker. In this video, I'm going to talk about on how to answer this question, tell us about yourself. And I hope by the end of this video, you'll be able to be inspired on how to respond to this specific question whenever you are looking for a certain job. But above all, I hope that you'll be able to stand out amongst all the candidates that will be looking for that job, and also, of course, increase your chances in new job offers. But before I give you the 4 tips on how to answer this question, I'm going to talk about 2 very fundamental rules that you can employ every time you meet an employer who asks you this question. Rule number 1, never talk about your personal or family stories. Every employer, whenever they are asking you this question, they're not interested about your past stories, your family and the challenges and the reasons or the mistakes why you're looking for that specific job. Rule number 2, tell a story. What do I mean? Telling a story involves you speaking about a professional story, talking about your past job or jobs. And one of the most important thing about telling these specific stories is, remember, stories have beginnings, the middle part, and the end. In other words, in as much as you're going to talk about your past job stories, remember to make sure that your stories are very compelling, engaging, clear, and above all, complete. Engaging, compelling, clear, and complete. Now, let me share with you the 4 tips that you can use whenever you're asked this question. Tip number 1, tell a professional story. Talk about the past job from the first job that you began with. Talk about the job company, the job title, the duration that you're working there, and also talk about the major responsibilities that you are given in that specific job. For example, if it's a teacher looking for a teaching job in another company, he or she will talk about like this. I started off my career as an English teacher in a high school, and I worked there for more than 3 years. My major responsibilities were to set exams, to teach English, and to enable students to be able to learn the 4 skills of language, listening, reading, writing, and speaking successfully, and to prepare them for their national exams in future. Tip number 2, tell professional stories with achievement. Tell professional stories with achievement. In every story that you're going to share to an employer, remember to talk about a specific achievement that you got or attained from the past jobs. And remember, achievements should always be seen. They should include some numbers. Your employer wants to see whatever you're saying can actually be verified, that what you did in the past can actually be seen and proved. For example, if you are a teacher and you worked in a high school, you can say, in my position as a teacher in that school, one of the most proud accomplishments or achievements is I was able to push the mean standard score of that school from number 8 to number 2. And I made that school to become the top 2nd school performing in English subject in that area for the first time after being in that position in the past 8 or 10 years. Rule number 3, in every time you're telling a story, remember to tell the employer that you already know the needs of that job. Tell the employer that you know the needs of this specific job that you want to be hired. If you know the needs and the requirements of the new job that you're going to be given, it will prepare the employer psychologically to know that you too are prepared for this specific job. For example, if you're looking for a teaching job, you could say, I understand that this specific company is looking for a qualified English teacher who can be able to teach students to attain these specific goals and needs in their learning language. And this only makes the employer to understand you are very much interested and ready to take up this job. Tip number 4, very important. Remember to tell the employer why you're looking for that job and why you qualify amongst all the candidates to get that specific job. It's very important to tell the employer that amongst all the candidates that are specifically looking for that job, basing on your background experiences and achievements, you qualify to get that job. For example, you could say, overall, based on my background experiences and achievements as a teacher, I am confident that given this job, I'll be able to perform and provide all the needs and the requirements for this specific company, especially to the students and the learners who would like to learn English. I hope you will be able to pick up and use some of the tips that I've shared with you in the next job interview that you will be looking for or you'll find yourself in. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it to friends and family members. And I want to sincerely thank you so much for watching this video. Please remember to subscribe, drop in a comment down there below on what you think about this video. And above all, I hope you have a fantastic and a beautiful day. Remember, smiling is the best gift you can ever have and give. See you soon. Goodbye.